I'm Brownfield anchor reporter Meghan Grebner today from just ahead of Commodity Classic with Scott Kay, Vice President of Crops with BASF. And today's Science Behind event, we're really getting to pull the curtain back and look behind some of the smart farming practices that are coming down the pipeline. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some of those. Let's start with smart farming just in general and kind of an overview.
Yeah, no, I think farmers should be excited. U.S. farmers for sure should be excited what we unveiled today. And I think a lot of times we talk about crop protection, but we don't talk about, okay, so what other parts and pieces have to come together to actually make the application or to bring that solution together. And that's what you saw today is, so BASF still has a huge pipeline, right? So some 26 new launches over the next 4 years from BASF. But it's going to be with some smart solutions too. So we talked about a smart sprayer and how that's going to come together with the help of or a collaboration between Bosch, which is going to provide some cameras that I think farmers are going to find really unique and help them do their job better, more efficiently. I think the other area is that brought in Raven. They shed some light on where they can help with that technology again. And I think last, think about what are some of the technologies. Farmers aren't system integrators. There's a lot of digital things out there. But I think really BASF trying to bring a solution together to help them to plan and then to look back to what their application was and use our Zarvio technology to make that happen. And so we're just really excited. Farmers are busy people. They have the biggest job on earth. And we want to come here to try and make things a little simpler, a little easier, and gain some efficiency for them.
Scott, when we look at farming today, we think about being able to maximize our return on investment. We know input prices are going up. We know commodity prices are also going up, so there's opportunity there. When we look at finding technology that helps farmers do their jobs more efficiently, better, how does that play into their return on investment and ultimately their bottom line?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways to measure that, and I think and farmers will know just what is most important to them. But I can think of a couple different ways that we saw today, and that is, can I be better at planning to cause some efficiency, or maybe have the right products at the right stage for the weed, right? Maybe it's. I think the other thing is that labor is a big issue, and so can I breathe some excitement back into applications, right? The farmer we had today spends 300 hours a year spraying his farm. And the thing he was most excited about seeing, he and his wife from Nebraska, what they're most excited about seeing is the idea that they could create some efficiencies. Could they cut it by a quarter of the time? Could they cut their time in the field in half just by incorporating multiple technologies from a group of companies that are willing to collaborate for the benefit of the U.S. farmer? And so for me, I think they'll start to do their own calculations about where that ROI comes from. But what I do know is that if you start incorporating technology that says, what was my weed height? You're going to start to educate yourself on, was that at a weed height that was starting to take nutrients and yield away from my crop? Or did I get the timing right? Am I starting to develop weed resistance? Or am I starting to control that weed resistance? And we all know what weed resistance means. It means more applications, more chemistry, and could be taking yield away from my farm.
Scott, when we look at an industry that is relying more and more on digital solutions and digital tools, how exciting is it to have this suite of products and projects and pipeline of products available to farmers?
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. The smart spraying technology is going to be really great. I think the other thing is we're taking an integrated approach because we know farmers aren't system integrators. Think about how many different digital aspects they have on their farm today. I know one of the largest frustrations they have is, how do I put it together? And so what we tried to show today with showing our smart solutions was a way that we could integrate it to help farmers to digest the data to make decisions.
Scott, thank you much for your invitation today and joining us this afternoon.
Thank you very much for being here.
With Scott Kay, I'm Meghan Grebner for Brownfield.